Hi everyone, and welcome to our November monthly meetup. Really excited to see you all today. This is the first section and it is recorded for YouTube. And then we stop recording to have a chat with you all at the end for the final 15 minutes. And that GIF that you can see on the screen there is inspired by our session that we did at the Royal Institution last month. There were two young girls that created this lovely wicked inspired scene that included so many things. It was amazing, and I thought with the movie coming up with Friday, I will just put a little gift there to show you the kind of things that you can do in Flock XR that relate to things that are happening in the real world. So I also wanted to highlight this month that we have started a new playlist on our Flip Computing YouTube channel, and it's called Classroom Stories. So we would really love people in the community to contribute their classroom stories to that playlist. So if you think you'd like to get involved with that, then please do get in touch and we can get a little recording of you talking about how you've used Block XR in the classroom, and we can get it on our YouTube channel, which would be really cool. And I'm going to pass over to Tracy for some highlights.
Thanks, Rebecca. So yeah, each month I choose two of my favourite projects. So this month I've chosen on the left a project from Andy Callas, who shared this. One of his students had created it in Block XR using lesson 3 of our structured curriculum. And this is exactly the kind of creativity that we want to see. We're really impressed with this one. So thanks for sharing that, Andy. And then on the right, the second project is one of mine. I hope that's okay. So I made this postcard last week when I was at a conference in Rome, and then I sent it to Liz and Rebecca, and then they kind of shared that on LinkedIn. So that was just a fun little impromptu use of Flock, and that was supported by the UK Games Fund. And then on to our next example, we've got a sneak peek at a new feature. So this is a feature that Rebecca and Liz have been asking for a while. Now you can add more than 2 colours to a gradient sky. This gives you much more control to create sunsets and atmospheric scenes. Yeah, supported by the UK Games Fund. And then also this month, for NLNet, we've been working on security best practices, and this has had input from one of the support services we receive from NLNet. So this means we've got professional advice, which is really valuable, and we've made updates to the development version and the pilot already. Okay, now I'll pass over to Liz.
Thanks, Tracy. So this is still very much a work in progress, and it's in the development version, but I wanted to point out that you can now change themes in the development version of Flock XR. It's something we've talked about on these meetups in the past. So it's there. It's going to get better over the coming months, but if you want to take a look, a good one to try is Dark 2. So it's a real subtle dark mode for people who prefer less brightness on the screens. And here is a reminder of how to get to it and how to get to the development version. So you can go there if you're interested in seeing the themes, but also anything else that we're working on too. So you go to flockxr.com and then you go to the About menu and choose versions, and then you choose Open the development version. But keep in mind, it's not as stable as the current version. This is the one that we're pushing updates to all the time. And although it's super fun to look at, it might change mid-use, so just be aware. And this month we're celebrating, so we discovered that we are BET Award finalists in the free digital content app or educational resource category. So we submitted our video for the judges. We've got our fingers crossed for a win in January. We're up against some big players though, so people like Sky and the BBC, so we'll see. And something else to celebrate as well this month. So as you saw from Tracy's projects earlier, she has been busy in Rome and she's been at the Checkpoint Festival of Immersive Experiences with Women in Games. While she's there, she received a Checkpoint Award for empowering future creators, and it's super exciting. We've been posting about Tracy's trip and the award and everything that she did while she was in Rome over on LinkedIn. So head to our Flip Computing page to read more about it. And now I'll hand back to Rebecca.
Thank you. So next month we are busy continuing work on our 2 grants, and they are actually getting to the end of those 2 grants now. So we'll have to think of something else to update you on after Christmas. But for our NowNet, we'll be making some publicly available resources, and our approach for doing this will hopefully be really, really useful for educators and anyone using FlockXR. So do stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have an update for that in our December meetup, so that you can see what we've been up to. And our UK Games Fund work will be focusing on updating our project demos to reflect all of the new updates that we've done, and to improve the keyboard controls as well. And before we move over to our Q&A section, I wanted to remind you of the 3 ways to stay in touch with us and stay up to date on everything. So we've got a mailing list and a newsletter. We keep saying a newsletter is about to drop. It really is. We're just trying to find some time to do it. But that's just, it's just life. That's just running a business. That's just, it will get there, and it'll be amazing. We've also got a fabulous Discord community, and it really is getting quite active in there now. There's lots of people asking questions, lots of people supporting each other, so do join that. It's a really great space to be. And these are all completely free spaces for you to come and ask us questions and share ideas. And remember, we've always got our monthly meetups every month, where we have our 15-month recorded session and then our Q&A afterwards. And now, for anyone catching up this meetup via YouTube, this concludes the recorded part of that session. But if you've missed out on the live session, then do sign up to our December session. I imagine there'll be a bit of a Christmas spirit in that session as well, and we'll be getting very excited about the holidays and things. So do sign up for that and come along, and we will add the sign up link in the description below. And thank you for watching.